You're listening to Create Wealth Through Franchising, and I'm your host, Kim Daly. In my 20 years as a franchise consultant, I've helped hundreds of people achieve their dreams of building and scaling franchise businesses to create wealth. The interview you're about to hear can also be found on my YouTube channel, where I post new franchising content multiple times per week. Please take a moment to subscribe to the podcast and to my YouTube channel at kimdaly.tv. Now, enjoy the show. Welcome back to the Daly Coach YouTube channel. Guys and gals, do I have a great special guest for you today. She is a colleague. She's a franchise consultant here at Franchise, right along with Kim Daly. Her name is Melissa Lewis. Melissa, welcome to Kim Daly TV.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here.
We
I literally woke up so excited for today.
Yeah, we are so excited to just talk to you. So Melissa has achieved some really stunning results in her business, but she's also, like me, a consultant who helps other people realize their dreams. So you've heard the Daly Coach talk a lot about the mindset, the power of expectation. You know, we as franchise consultants, and Melissa, you can attest to this, like, we're not just here to put people in franchises. Like my job isn't to just create a business owner. I want people to live the life of their dreams. I want you to live the life that you're saying yes to. There's so much more that goes into that than just leading you to the right franchise organization. And that's the conversation that she and I want to have with you today about how do you actually live your best life after you say yes to your franchise. And we're going to start that conversation with basically entitle this The Power of Expectation. And I'm going to ask Melissa to just sort of set up a little bit about maybe how she helps her candidates in her process, but also how she helps herself every day. Because guys, we are business owners. We're out here trying to figure this out every day ourselves. And so as we learn, we become better coaches and can give more to all of you. So Melissa, welcome to this conversation about the power of expectation. Set it up for the audience a little bit about how you do it personally and also for your own candidates.
Thank you, Kim. Well said. And absolutely. I think the key point is that, as franchise consultants, we are every day living what it feels like to be a business owner. And, you're constantly learning about yourself. And I believe that that is a key point to helping others, is that as you get better, you can help others get better. And for me personally, there's a few things that have helped me to really expand in my career. And I believe that a big part of this is pushing myself into situations that may be uncomfortable for me. Because I think that we have a tendency to retreat sometimes in those, obstacles, or maybe be scared of them and not take chances. But I find that what that does is we don't get the opportunity to grow. And so business, one thing I've really, come into over the last few years is that business and truly life, Kim, I know we talk about this, is an inside game, right? We think it's this outside game, or I need more leads, or I need this. Well, what we really need is to focus here first and to make sure that we are at our absolute pinnacle of where we can be, and then we will watch the business come to us. So I think that's a lot, I learned from Kim all the time and have throughout my entire career, but that's something that we share, is that we're constantly learning, we're constantly pushing ourselves into situations to get better, and we always believe. And I think at our last conference, Kim said something to me about the expectation, and I'm a huge believer and user of the law of attraction, but when she said the power of expectation, it was even one step better of, yes, once you expect something, watch what the world can bring to you.
Yeah, and that, guys, that was with regard to my simple little piece of paper That always has like the number, like on a Monday morning, I'll come in and I'll write, 1 through 5 or 1 through 7, just based on the candidates that I want to meet that week. And I'm just expecting them to come to me. So many of the consultants that heard me say that started using that little technique and found that how magical it is. It's the simplest thing. You don't have to assert to achieve. You have to believe, let go of the resistance, and then allow what you want to come to you. Because the minute that you ask, it is given. It is we as humans who get in the way with our assumptions, our negative energy, our doubt, our unbelief that stop all the good things that we're actually asking for from coming to us. And it's something that's really, really hard, I think, for a lot of business owners who've never really been involved in personal development until they say yes to owning a business. It's a big swing, I think, a shift in thinking. But I think it's really, really critical to long-term success in owning a business and longevity, because I think you'll just burn yourself out if you're efforting to build that business of your dreams. You agree, Melissa?
100%. And I remember a long time ago reading I don't remember which book it was, but it would be like going to a restaurant and ordering a salad. You order a salad and you expect a salad to come to you. Would you continue to ask that server, did you get my salad? Are you gonna bring me a cheeseburger? I just want to make sure you're not gonna bring me a cheeseburger, right? I ordered a salad. Like you wouldn't do that. So the same thing. It's such a simple example, but that is life. I mean, that is life, and I think the other thing that I've realized is so important. If we talk about expectation, if we talk about attraction, the number one rule, in my opinion, is to feel good, because sometimes that resistance, like you said, or you continue to ask and you continue to push, is to feel good. What do you do every day to feel good? Because when you feel good and you're in your element, it's so much easier for all the good to come to you.
Hey, Daly Coach fans, if you're inspired by this conversation, I invite you to email me right now to explore this franchise opportunity. My email is inquire@kimdaly.tv.
That is such a great point. Like, life is about joy. And if you are not having fun, everybody thinks it's about the getting, it's about the going. The joy is in the journey, not in the minute that you realize you've achieved some financial result. Of course, that's what we're striving to get to. But if you're not having fun all along the way, what is the point, right? It's like I want to have children, and you want to enjoy every day of raising your children, not just like the minute they're born and like the minute they leave your house to go live their own lives, right? Like, you got to enjoy every step along the way, even though some of the steps are challenging more than others.
Absolutely. Yes, I can relate to that. Maybe some of the days, but it's more about that is something that I've gone through a lot in my career, is that I put a goal, and I know a lot of people, especially business owners, they are goal oriented. They're task, checker offers, if you will, right? I have a task, I have a goal, I want to get that done, and then you get that done, and what comes next? The next goal, the next task, the next president's club, or whatever you're achieving that you want to be. Well, what happens at that point is sometimes that can get tiring for people, right? Is you say, I got it, and now I got to start over again. I got it. It's not about so much the goal as it is the person you become achieving that goal. And that to me was a game changer, because it keeps my energy, it keeps my excitement, it keeps my learning to continue to strive to be better, so I can bring the absolute best to anybody that I work with. And that, I think that can drive a long-term passion for no matter what you do.
That is amazing and so well said. Guys, this is why I wanted to have this girl on the show. She's amazing. Every time we get around each other at a conference, I'm like, I just want to hug her. She's just like amazing. Okay, so let's apply this for the people out there that are a little less touchy-feely, who want like the practical application of what does this actually mean? How do I live my best life with all this, information? So what we're saying is, when you have a business, you can have a goal, but it's the energy that you bring to your business every day that's infinitely more important than that goal itself, right? It's how you show up for your employees for that goal. Are you doubting it? Or are you coming to work empowered to say, all right, let's go do this? So, Melissa, help give us some more examples of like, how do we actually apply this to living that best life, having the business of your dreams, rather than like waking up and just efforting so much?
Great question. And I think there's a couple things. I think the number one thing is that we have to take care of ourselves. So, and if you read anything and you follow specific business owners or people who inspire you, you'll find that they all have a routine. And I think that that's important because we all know that we need to take care of our health, right? Especially through COVID. We've all, everybody knows that even more so now. Yes, I need to be healthy. I need to take care of my health. What about your mind? We're forgetting a huge part of who we are as people, and they're connected. So whatever that looks like, I think there has to be some kind of a routine of taking care of yourself and feeling good so you can get in the office every day with energy. So many people will work for a person, an employer, if that energy, if that culture, if that belief is there, even more so than always just money. I think it really comes to building the culture, having that vibe, if you will. So I think that that's important. The second thing I think is that when people start franchises, this is probably not what a lot of people want to hear, but the first year is hard. And people come back to me and they say, Melissa, this is really hard. Yes, it is. It's not going to be the easiest thing you've ever done because business ownership is hard. But I think that if we look at that and we kind of change the narrative in our head and say, hey, welcome to the club. You are in this elite group of people who push forward every day because they know that pride is on the other side of being uncomfortable. And to me, that is such an empowering thought of, yes, maybe this isn't my best day. Maybe there's days that I fall down and think, I can't do this. But you know what I do? I get up the next day and I do it. And you know what that brings? That brings pride. That brings a level of being stronger so you can continue to be better. So, continuing to better ourselves, learning from others, reading, exercise, music, whatever it is that makes you feel good and takes you to the next level, continue to learn, but also push a bit into those uncomfortable situations because when you build pride and you build business muscles, nobody takes that away from you. That's yours to keep so you can continue to get better and give more, which will also bring more to you as well.
I like the word confidence. What you're saying is that it's building confidence, unstoppable confidence. I tell my candidates that I am completely unemployable. And not because somebody can't afford me, maybe that too, but because my freedom has no price. I am 100% confident that no matter the challenge that's presented to me in a business, I can overcome it. Why? Because I have been overcoming business challenges for 25 years, because I've survived a pandemic, because I've survived the recession and the stock market crash because I've been there, I put myself in the arena and I didn't die. I'm still standing. I've had highs, I've had lows. I've been happy, I've been frustrated, but I'm still here. And I know that no matter the challenge that's presented, I will still be here, God willing.
Absolutely. 100%. I couldn't agree. We have survived up until this point 100% of our days. We've 100% of our bad days, 100% of our good days. And I know that as we think about becoming a business owner, we think of worst case scenario. And there's nothing wrong with that because sometimes you need to look at best case scenario and worst case scenario and say, okay, as long as it's with reality. But is it worth me getting to this level that this might happen? This typically doesn't happen, right? But we have to think through it. That point also knows that we're going to push through the confidence. If we think back of times that maybe things didn't go our exact way, every 100% of people I ask tell me I would still do it that way because I was meant for something else. I was meant to learn something from that to get me where I am today. So the more that you can kind of relax into that and push through those hard times, that's how we get stronger.
It's awesome. So well said. We could keep going for sure. But guys, if you've enjoyed this video, I absolutely, one or both of us would love to continue this conversation with you one-on-one. If you want, we can put Melissa's contact information in the description below so that you can feel free to reach out to her. And of course, the Daly Coach is always here for you. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And as always, if you're excited about the idea of coming to freedom and control through business ownership, I want to be your Daly Coach. Reach directly out via my email, Kim@theDailyCoach, or leave a comment in the description below and I'll be sure to find you. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you so much for being my guest today.
If you found this inspiring, please contact me at inquire@kimdaly.tv. My consulting services are totally free to you. Again, that email is inquire@kimdaly.tv. I can't wait to hear from you.